TSL Clide versus TSL Killer.
All right, over here on the left side of the map, where it's green and the property value is very high rated, we have
TSL Clide.
Really filled up in here today.
Yeah, man, it's packed in here, actually. Now, on the other side, well, not yet. There's a shot of Clide. You can actually see he's literally sweating right now. So intense. Over here on the other side of the map, on the other side of the train tracks,
TSL Killer.
where it is scary. There's lava on this side of the map. You know? Thank you, LG, Intel, and G-Skill for making this event possible.
I'm just looking at like the beautiful.
Yeah, Ro16 is panning through the lava. It's actually a pretty sexy map.
Yeah, it is. It's very handsome.
You never played Han, did you?
No, I did not. I've actually never played Dota. I've never played LoL. I've never played Han.
You're like a Dota virgin?
I am.
Wow.
I don't know what else to say. I just haven't played it.
I'm a little sleepy today. Last night I was up all night playing Dead Space 2.
How is that?
It is very scary. Nothing I like more than having a nightmare after playing Dead Space 2 all night.
Awesome.
Scary game. Gotta shoot the limbs off the aliens.
Do you?
Before they get you, Ro16.
Wow.
Yeah.
I do that in my dreams.
My dreams, I'm like shooting the limbs off the aliens and my teeth are falling out. I'm in my grandma's house for some reason. Like, this is a weird dream.
That is weird.
Then I wake up. It's 6 in the morning. I'm saying, okay, I can go back to bed. I got more time to sleep.
As you always should at 6 in the morning, unless you're a farmer. Well, right now, we'll see pretty standard. Will Clide be making a command center? It looks like yes. A probe is hiding in his base, and he sees it.
He might be smelling that flower. Oh,
Probes don't have
away.
noses.
How do you know that?
I guess you're right. Nobody knows.
Whoa, the most random
Oh,
graphic.
my God.
And the results are up.
Killer 2 on Clide. I'm like,
we
no,
had
he
a
didn't.
glimpse of the future.
But it's already 1-1.
As you can see here, both players just teching standard builds. Is that a pylon on top of that thing?
It's like a super pylon.
It's like the pylon the Xel'Naga use.
All right, so pretty standard here by Clide. Killer looks like he's going to go for, again, a one gateway expansion, but to a gold base. Interesting. And I actually like that more than a one gate expansion to his natural. Because, once again, if you just... He doesn't know for sure that there... Well, I guess his probe was in there long enough. He pretty much knows for sure it's a command center.
It leaves this game pretty open-ended.
Yeah. But actually, I have to take back what I just said. With that probe being in there, you saw the SCV go down to the command center location. Like, I mean, that's as good as knowing. If Clide changes and goes like 4 barracks after this, Killer might even hold it, so... Because that would be so late on the extra barracks.
What I'm really asking myself is this a strategy Killer implores often? Or is this something that he's doing because he's playing against a teammate?
It's exactly what he did in Metalopolis now.
Yeah, same strategy.
He's taking the gold. He's going up to 4 gates. He's going to play a containment game at the bottom of the ramp. Clide, will you tech up quick, or will you hope that he messes up again at the bottom of the ramp? Because remember, Killer messed up at the bottom of the ramp, man. He lost a lot of units because of that. The whole game could have been different.
I would be shocked if he pokes again, or even peeks.
Yeah. And he scans, sees a bunch of warp gates opening up in Killer's base.
He wanted to see if there were Marauders there.
And he's going to do a Tasteless Contain.
He's going to do a Tasteless. Well, you can't get out of Tasteless Contain, man.
No, it's very hard.
That is like sealed tight.
It's like a random sheep right there in front of him.
Yeah, what is that, a goat or something?
I'm like trying to click on it, won't let me. I want to see what
it
that
like
is.
eats the trash that the Protoss throw away.
That's actually just straight up like a ram or something.
Yeah, it's a ram. He just zoomed in.
Yeah.
There's a ram on this planet.
That's pretty crazy.
Be careful, man. You seen Rams fight?
Yeah, it's
You've seen that
awesome.
stuff on YouTube? It's crazy.
Yeah, they like go way up high in the air and then butt heads.
Uh-oh. SCV is going to be denied here. Dude, I saw this video on YouTube of birds, these eagles or whatever. I don't know what kind of bird it was, like a hawk or something, that actually make like rams fall off the sides of mountains. They push them off so that they die, and then they fall. They fly down there and eat them.
That is
How
insane.
sick is that? That might be Pirate Bird doing that, man. I don't know.
Pirate Bird would plunder that. He would not do it himself. Pirates don't act that way. Silly guy. So right now, Killer is taking his third base. He's got the gold. Really pretty much fully saturated at this point. So he's getting insane income. And Clide has to get something done with these dropships he's about to make. That's the story of it, Tasteless. Right now, I think Killer should be thinking, okay, it's time to go home. You know?
Yeah, you can't keep doing this.
You can't do it all game. Eventually, the Terran player is going to bust out with something really strong, stronger than your little tiny group of units down there, and then you lose them all, and there's no point. He can actually go home, make a bunch of units, and he's going to be way ahead because he's going to be on 2 bases, one of which is gold.
You know, especially in this situation, what you do if you stay here as Protoss is you turn an advantage into a risk.
Yeah. And
you don't want to do that.
It's becoming that, man. Medevac is loaded up.
A little bit foggy on the lower ground. Clearly
Will
we're high up.
see this?
You might get a nosebleed on this map.
And, oh, wow, he's watching the same thing I'm watching.
Are you serious? He did not see that.
Yeah,
Okay.
did not see that, so that can actually do a lot. Killer actually catching wind of, hey, this is about the time this absolutely shouldn't be working anymore. Running home with his units. But this gold base may lose a lot of probes.
Uh-oh, does he see that?
No.
Well, he already
Clide
knows
sees
it's
it
a gold
now. He's
base.
like, oh, Killer. Why do you always do that? I hate it when he does this to me. Play fair.
Play for reals.
And here he goes, dropping in the gold base. Is he going to go for the Nexus? Kills a couple probes. A little bit indecisive there just for a moment. And Killer's not even going to try to save it. Besides, okay, you have that Nexus. Has full Chrono Boost stocked up.
Man, I'd be Chrono Boosting anything right now.
I'd be Chrono Boosting pylons.
I was about to say that. Oh, my God.
You can't, but
It's too late.
Yeah.
That was funny, Artosis.
I stole it out of your brain. In your brain, stealing your thoughts.
I know, man. Get out of my mind. Well, it's okay. The gold base already served its purpose.
Yeah, you got a good amount of minerals off that. I'm checking. Yeah, no, he got like 2,000 minerals out of that and saved the probe, so he should be feeling good. In fact, he's up at 98 supply against 78. So Killer right now is just going to want to stop any drops. He does have a stalker group in his main base.
That is a little miniature gateway.
Yeah.
That little red gateway.
Oh, and in the main base of Killer. Drop going down. That's very hurtful for Clide. That's a lot of supply going away. Killer expanding 212. Killer has no idea about that expansion, but yeah, he does.
All right, here we go. Terran Army moving out now.
And he's going to cancel off this third base. That's good, man. Clyde's doing what he needs to do despite losing that dropship. Making some good moves. It's kind of a motley little army for Killer. I mean, it's enough to beat that. Surprised he's like running out somewhere. Yeah, see, exactly.
Oh, nice escape.
Yeah, good timing by Clide on everything there. Just wreaking havoc. Pillaging the countryside with this little group of Viking Marines. And
pillaging the countryside?
He is, man. He's like walking around killing Nexuses, killing pylons, getting into tiny skirmishes and running away.
Looks like our Protoss...
That's what they do.
Oh, sorry. Looks like our Protoss player is going to revert to powering off of 2 bases.
Yeah, that's fine. You know, he's getting a couple forges now. I like that play.
We see a probe with that expansion. He hasn't...
Oh, he's got to be careful.
He should not be engaging that.
Yeah, it's too much. It's too much. And with force fields... Oh, see
damn.
that? He is getting out just in the nick of time, man. He's actually preemptively running away. He's like, force fields are going to be coming. I have to get out of here. Killer types in the buttons for force fields. Clide's already gone.
Ninja vanished. Oh, there's another ram on the map. We just got a shot of it. There are 2 rams on this map, at least. What they need to do is get together and make a ram baby.
Repopulate.
Repopulate,
dual site
man.
with the ram population.
Yeah, man. All right, they're moving up again. You know what's interesting about this thus far is nobody's really able to control the middle.
Yeah,
Nobody's held the Zelnaga watchtowers for very long. And that might seem insignificant to some of our viewers, but in fact, that's huge. Because it means both players are sort of in the dark. It's somewhat of a guessing game.
You know, I'm feeling really good about Killer's position in this game. Clide's upgrades are a little bit slower this game. Killer is getting 1-1, whereas Clide already has +1, but +2 is almost done. So their upgrades are going to be in similar places, but with good chrono boosts, Killer can get ahead on that. And that's been such a deciding factor in all these games. Oh, beautiful volley. Beautiful volley, Tasteless. And that is, like, for any of you that watch volleyball, that was better than any volley you ever saw there by the top pros, man.
You know, the problem with volleyball, Artosis, is there aren't enough different maps.
It's true. There's only a volleyball court and the beach.
Oh, nice snipe.
Yeah, some nice snipe right here. Force field's going up, but not the best. There we go. Those are good force fields then.
All the Colossi are going to die.
I don't know why Killer pressed the issue so hard. Now the Zealots are stuck. And Clyde's going to want to run forward with these Marauders if possible, but no. No, it is not. Stalkers do get away. And now I feel like he's pushing too hard, Tasteless. Why is he going up here right now?
He may have, well, he's going to snipe the Nexus, and if he gets that, it runs
good number
away.
of Zealots in there, but he lands these Vikings, and Killer decides this might be too much.
Clyde's got this.
Yeah, he takes
This game might be over.
Out. Well, it's 123 supply against 130. Both of them have 1-1 upgrades. Neither have started 2-2.
Nobody really able to secure a third base here.
No, I'm surprised Killer didn't try hard to save that Nexus. He did have a lot of Stalkers in there with his Zealots that he just warped in. I feel like he could have pushed Clyde back because the hit points on Clyde's army were all very low.
Well, when you think about it, Clyde's been so upgraded in previous games.
Yeah.
He might be psychologically giving Clyde's army more credit than is due. You know, when you're in a stage match, it's a little bit different the way things kind of end up panning out.
Clyde flying around with that Viking fleet. He wants to plunder those Colossi. Can't do the Viking flower. Very sad.
Nope. All right. You can see he scans. He doesn't see anything there. He may accidentally walk into this army. Nice.
Yeah, good blink. Stopping those Vikings in their tracks.
Vikings can't leave tracks unless they're on the ground. You know the way a Viking walks, it's like...
You can leave tracks in the air, like that smoke behind an airplane. It doesn't last too long, but...
Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Beautiful
That's
blink.
huge.
Yeah, it is. Well...
Whoa, I think Clyde's overextending himself.
Yeah, it feels like it is... I mean, I'm actually really a little bit surprised he's not kiting more, but now he finally is, and he's going to have to get out of there. There are so many Stalker stages, so he can actually blink follow these guys and pick off a lot. Killer not really using blink during these battles, though. He can blink up and take more stuff out. There he goes, finally. But he could have killed more than that. I tell you, Clyde being a little bit sloppy there. I'm really surprised he really pressed in. And now he's only on one base, floating his main command center away. Doesn't have a lot of Vikings, lost them all. He's not getting 2-2. Killer's almost done 2-2. This is going to go to Killer. This is a terrible
Well, it's too bad
Clyde.
because Clyde was in the lead and then just had this kind of strange engagement and sort of threw the game away.
Yeah, it's like he went on a blind date and was married the next day, man. Why'd you do that, Clyde?
Clyde, you're a
Take
little
some time to
impulsive,
get
man.
to know your opponent's army.
Yeah, man. I don't know why you do that.
Yeah.
I don't care if you're in Vegas. Don't get married that fast, you know? Now Clyde finally being very patient thus far and taking his third base. And, you know, it's going to be up to Killer now to try to wipe out Clyde's army.
Clyde only at 1-1. Killer at 2-1 with his additional armor about to finish. And Clyde's going to have to GG, man. This is too much. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that's
GG.
too bad. You know, it's funny. Clyde had that game the entire time, but sometimes you see games turned upside down in the course of a very small period of time.
You know, Killer's little containment early on, I think, really threw Clyde off. And from there, Clyde did not play his standard great game. Killer messed it up in that Metalopolis game. Clyde rolled down the ramp, owned him up a little bit.
Yeah.
So I can see why Killer was confident that he was going to win this match because he definitely made that mistake in Metalopolis. And in this game where it went well, as we see them hugging, they're like, well, I'm sorry, man, I had to eliminate you.
Well, they're two friends, they're two teammates, so it's always a little bit awkward when you get far enough along in a tournament where you're like, well, we trained hard enough, we're doing a good job. Now we have to eliminate each other. So
well, for some people, Tasteless, when I eliminate you from a tournament in StarCraft 1, I'm like, loser, get out of here.
He's not like that, actually.
Yeah,
You're actually pretty nice.
I'm just trying to make a joke.
I know.
Oh.
So, we already finished today's game. That was our series, I should say. Clide against Killer. Killer, really impressive. I think it was one of the longer PvT series we've had. All 3 games.
Yeah.
That might be the longest, actually.
I thought the first 2 were astoundingly great games. This third one, definitely some more mistakes. Killer with a little bit cleaner play. I didn't like some of his engagements as well, though. It's funny the way he chases people down sometimes for a battle that shouldn't happen.
Well, Clide sometimes just engages at these weird moments where I'm like, your army is literally smaller than your opponent's.
Yeah. And if you're going to do that, kite more. Sometimes he's just sitting behind the force fields taking shots. It's like you don't even have Vikings to protect, dude. Just kite a little bit more.
It's true. You're right. No, you're right.
Both great players, but Killer, this is his furthest in a GSL yet, I believe. Whereas Clide has been to the round of 8 before.
Killer's been in the round of 16 before.
Yeah, I think he's been there once or twice.
I think only once.
Maybe once.
We've casted so many games.
So he becomes a blur. He's getting further this time, Tasteless. See how far he can go. Next, we're going to have Virus versus Inca. Inca, a player that, he should be here, but at the same time, he shouldn't, man. He was dead.
Oh, my God, was he ever dead?
Dead against Rain.
Well, we're going to have a 2-minute break, so we'll be right back. This is the GSL.